Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Thanks for coming out. This is a 2018 Hyper Tough with the 300E series engine. My scrapper called me last night, that delivers, and said he had this on his trailer. He was just starting his route. He didn't want to put a bunch of metal on top of it. It was the first thing in the trailer. So he asked if he could drop it off. So he did. I gave 20 for it since it looks like it's in nice condition. So just getting a chance to look it over this morning in the daylight, and I have seen a couple of issues we have to look at. When he dropped it off last night, the safety brake bar was off. He said it was on the ground near the unit. So he picked that up. I had to reattach that. I put a little oil on the safety brake cable. And I notice here on the muffler there's some rusty water stain on the muffler and on the deck itself. So that could be a concern, because the gas cap is missing. And I think this thing sat outside. The overhead valve cover has some rust on it. The three recoil screws are rusty. So I'm wondering if water got into the tank here. I got to fish out that keeper and get another cap for this. So I think the first thing we should do is take off the plug, see if the plug's wet and the cylinder full of water. So let's do that. And then we can check spark since we're down there. I don't see any water, it's just a little oily. I think it's oil. And it's not rusty, I don't see any rust. So let's check spark. And then put this back together, and then look at the air filter. I checked the oil, I topped off the oil. The oil looked good, it was just a little low. I don't think this unit has seen much use for 2018. I do have a big clip on the safety brake, so I'm going to pull this with one hand, see if we got spark. We do. I'm going to put the plug back in. This is a Champion RC12YC. I'm going to give it a couple of hard tugs, see if any water pours out of the cylinder. It'll show up here on the deck if it does. Looks dry. For the fun of it, let's do a compression. I've been doing some compression tests lately to see what the ranges are. Since the plug's off and my gauge is nearby, let's do that. $42. $49 that time. We're up to 49, just below the 50 mark. So 49 is okay. I had one that started with 45, so this should be in range to start. Let's look at the air filter. I've been selling a lot of these Hyper Toughs. I think this is the 5th one I've gotten recently, and I sold 4 prior to this. That's why I'm spending time on this one. I know they're quick sellers. The invisible air filter, so this will need a carb clean regardless. I got to get all that snot out of the carb, bunch of sand and dirt. So there is a little bit of, I don't know if it's water or a liquid in the tank. I could see some reflection down there. Why don't I just happy juice it, get it over with, see if it fires off. Super tech. Well, that's some shit. Didn't think I was going to get that lucky. Holy cow. So I wonder what the issue with this getting pushed to the curb. They didn't know how to buy an aftermarket cap. Or was it the safety brake bar? They couldn't put the two ends in the pre-drilled holes in the handle. This is kind of bizarre. Got a 2018 in good condition pushed to the curb. I still am going to remove the carb and the tank. Who knows what's in the tank? Sand, dirt, whatever was kicked up from the blade is inside the bottom of the tank. So I'm going to start off fresh, put a new air filter on it. We know we got spark, plug looked fine. I'll go around with my shaker can black and do the engine case and the valve cover. So this will be a quick and easy restoration. So like I said, I upped my price to $120. My base price was $100. I've been doing $120 the last few sales. And nobody's complained. Like I said, these cheap Hyper Toughs at Wally World, I think, are up to $240 now. Somebody told me. I'd have to confirm that. They were $180 at the beginning of the year. So $120's a good fair price, I think, for a small, lightweight pusher. So I'm pretty happy with how this one's turning out so far. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect it to start. But like I said, we're still going to go through it, do the carburetor and tank, and do some paint work on it. It'll be a pretty machine. So I don't know what this rusty water stain ended up being. Not sure. If you look at the muffler, you can see all the staining. Mr. Snake's confused as well. He doesn't know why this went to the curb, but we're both thankful it did, because it's going to make me some money. So there you have it. You guys stay cool. I'm going to go drink some H2O, hotter than hell here in Southwest Florida still. It'll be in the mid-90s with 105 heat index. So stay cool, stay happy, and be sure to tip your waitress and wait staff accordingly.